Hey everyone, Mike McCleary here. I'm going to bring Dan Ashburn in as well. Hold on one moment here. Thanks everyone for joining us here today. Things are a little crazy. I'm over in the US around St. Louis. If I could turn my camera on, you would see that there's snow and a practical blizzard out here. We have several people also in Austin, Texas that are having power outages right now. I was out chasing 3 coyotes about 10 minutes ago out of my yard. So I'm maybe a little flushed right now, but we're ready to go today. We also have Tina with us, who's in Hawaii, and Dan is in Dubai. I am in the wrong location, clearly. And Dan, you got some cool light effects here. I'm assuming you're in like some kind of tower conference room or something?
Yeah, I had to jump into a meeting room. The internet didn't get installed in my villa quick enough. So I'm in a really big high rise, actually. I can see Jumeirah Palm. I can see the Burj Al Arab. It's quite nice.
That is awesome. All right, everyone. Well, thanks for joining us so much. I tell you what, if you can hear us, why don't you pop a question in the Q&A box and just let us know, like, hear you fine, and tell us where you are actually watching from as well. So let's see. I'm going to hop over to here and try to see if we can see where people are commenting from. Look at that, Berlin, Kenya, Robert's from Rochester, New York, Andrew from Calgary, Canada, Julia from the Netherlands, and let's see, Angela from Colorado, Shazib also in Dubai, and then Matthew from Atlanta, Milo from, let's see, doesn't say there, but Tina from Louisiana. Awesome. Sounds like everyone can hear us just fine. That's great. So thanks for joining us today, everyone. Of course, today we're going to talk about right now everything that's been going on the past year of 2020 and now looking forward to 2021 in order to help you and everyone on this call start a business in this next upcoming year. And actually, we're going to show you 3 markets that not only have been doing really well in the past year, but that all indications are going to continue to do exceptionally well as well because of the way the entire world has changed over the past year. And speaking of the past year, let's kind of take a quick look and see what's actually happened over the crazy year of 2020. Now, 2020 really was the year of the coronavirus. As much as we have kind of like want to forget about that, it changed the way the world worked forever. And if you think about all of the different headlines that were going on over the year, it really was kind of a scary time for us. You know, we had all these news about everything being negative, that from COVID to the elections to riots to continued lockdowns, and finally some vaccines coming out and really give us hope that the world is going to be opened up more. But, you know, in the middle of all this, there was also some other really cool things going on. Back in the middle of the summer, right in the beginning of the COVID craziness on June 8th, something really awesome happened that many people on this call probably didn't hear about. And on that day, that's when one of our own students, who's doing exactly what we're showing you how to do today, he did over $1 million in a single month with his Amazon business. Now, not $1 million in total, not $1 million in a year, but $1 million in a single month. And he did it all by not selling anything even remotely COVID related, not toilet paper, face mask, hand sanitizer, Lysol wipes, nothing like that. He did it just selling products that for him that you can cook with. And this has happened in a lot of different products as well that have taken off like crazy. For example, vitamin D, these gummy bears with zinc in them, it came out that vitamin D really helps, you know, people are eating this already, helps with your immune system. And so it started, you know, selling off the shelf even more than it already did. And also some less obvious products as well started selling really well, like these hair clippers. This is the exact cutting kit that I got when I desperately needed a haircut, but could not get out of the house. I know my hair looks really short right now, but at the time that I bought these, I had this huge bushy set of hair. I was about 5 inches taller. And so I resorted to buying this set of clippers and then asking this girl on the screen, which is my daughter, to actually cut my hair. Now, that was her when she was about 4, dressed up as a unicorn. She's not quite as sweet nor as little as she looked back then. She actually did a halfway decent job. But we have to face it, the world absolutely did change because everything of going on in this world made 3 big changes for us. One of them was that people who are already buying online, just like people like you and I, now we're buying more than ever online. In addition to that, people who never bought online before Well, they're now becoming online shoppers. These are people who never felt comfortable using their credit card online for one reason or another. Maybe just didn't like using a computer, but the vast majority of them now found out they have to if they want to get products or groceries or food, delivery services sent to their home. So now we have an entirely new set of people never shopping before that are buying products online as well. And then in addition to that, we're also seeing people buy new products that they never bought before, such as the hair clippers. I know those still sold fairly well beforehand, but until people didn't have any options for several months to get their hair cut, those products were not selling nearly as well as they are right now. And there's tons of other products as well, just like those, that have changed the entire marketplace because there's a huge demand for these products for people to do things in their home. And the one company where people were buying these products from was Amazon, which is probably why in the Wall Street Journal just reported last week, they recorded an estimated $125.5 billion in sales just for the fourth quarter. Now that surpassed their biggest ever quarter of sales. They were always trying to get above 100 billion, and they blew that away entirely. That also means that this past year, they did $385 billion in sales, which again, eclipsed everything that they've ever done before. And they were already growing, as you can see by this graph right here, by leaps and bounds, because Amazon and online e-commerce has been exploding over the years. But I believe that the trend that we saw was there was about 10 years of growth in e-commerce all over about 90 days because of the coronavirus. And Amazon was absolutely at the front of taking advantage of all that. Now, all this huge growth in e-commerce on Amazon and these different products, different people buying products, it means one thing: more opportunity. Opportunity for me, for Dan, for Rich, our chief mentor is on in the background, for Matt at Amazing, all the other folks that are already selling on Amazon, and everyone watching this webinar right now. There is more opportunity building your own brand of products and selling online than there ever has been before. And all that opportunity, though, does not necessarily mean success. It's not a one-to-one equation. What it does mean, though, it's potential success. And today, we're here to help you take that potential and turn it into reality by showing you exactly how to build a business like we've been able to do. Now, there's lots of other people out there. It's not just those of us on this call right now. There are thousands of people that we've been able to train on workshops and webinars like this in order to build businesses and change their lives. And when you become one of the different sellers that are out there, like me and Dan and Rich and all the people on here that you see, you become what's called a third-party seller in Amazon's eyes. And third-party sellers are people who sell their own brands of products on Amazon instead of Amazon selling by themselves. And in 2016, the third-party sellers like us actually took over and started selling more on Amazon than Amazon did themselves. So much that Amazon recognized this huge opportunity with all these people selling, that they started developing all kinds of tools to help third-party sellers like us. They developed over 250 tools for people like us last year alone. And the year before, they'd already developed 220. So that's nearly 500 different programs and tools they've built over the past couple of years to help support sellers like us selling on Amazon. Here's a quick list of the different types: tools to help improve your product listings, tools to help with your pricing, tools to help with inventory and order management, shipping, product research, all kinds of different things that they recognize that they can help us with their data and their technology in order to help us sell more and build our own businesses. Now, if you want to know what this looks like, then let's say that you're able to, out of this workshop, find a product, find a supplier, build your own brand on Amazon. What does that look like in order to be one of those sellers then? Well, here's an example. This is Jay Cami. He's a student and good friend of ours, and he made the Inc. 5000 list last year with his own brand of selling actual toy products. You can see some of them right here on the screen. I believe earlier on in his first, couple products on Amazon, he sold Hillary and Trump bobbleheads as well. Taking neither side, but capitalizing on both, all with these incredibly silly, simple products, which got him to the Inc. 5000 list this past year. And then another one of our students and members and friends, and someone who lives here in St. Louis, Devin Drosh and his wife, Katie, they also made the Inc. 5000 list for the second year in a row with their own grilling products. And co-founder of Amazing.com, Matt Clark, and his business partner also, Charles, who also works for Amazing right now, they made the Inc. 5000 list as well, or actually Inc. 500 got to get that right, Inc. 500 list. He keeps reminding about that, for their own brand of coffee products as well. So it's not just, all these people selling lots of different products that you may have heard of all the time, but products that you may not have even thought about selling. They're doing exceptionally well right now. And this is just from a few weeks ago. One of our members over the holidays posted that he hit $50,000 in sales for the first time with their third product launch. So that was posted, I believe, in January, which brings us to 2021. And with all this explosive growth of third-party sellers like us selling on Amazon, investors in the entire market, especially in the US, have started to really take a notice. This was just on the wall on the Financial Times a few weeks ago. Investors have poured $1 billion into buying up small merchants, third-party sellers like us over this past year. Now, one odd thing is I didn't even realize until several months ago how much these investors were reaching out. It wasn't sellers looking to contact them and sell their businesses. They're reaching out to sellers themselves looking to buy their businesses. I found an email that I had missed from last April this is actually from Thrashio reaching out to me to want to talk about selling my business. And then just a few weeks ago, I got another email from another company called the Razor Group, who has also popped up in order to buy these businesses. I haven't solicited any of these. They're actually looking for brands selling really well on Amazon and reaching out to them to be proactive because they want to buy their businesses. And when you have these big companies backed by big money looking to buy businesses, it means that it's a seller's market to do that. This is actually a quote from one of the founders of those companies buying up businesses, where they said, it's a seller's market. There's a race to see who can buy up the most Amazon accounts and build up a portfolio of Amazon products. Now, if that sounds kind of crazy, like you could never be one of those companies or people creating a brand that they want to buy, well, today we're going to help show you how you can get there. And the reason that I know and Dan knows, and we all know that you can get there, is because we were where you were before. Myself, my journey was pretty similar probably to a lot of people on this call. After high school, I went to college at U of I. I then got a job in telecom. And then I shortly after that got married and had 2 kids and had the 2 chocolate labs at the time that everyone happened to be getting. Now, 20 years later, here I was in this office right there. It's a corner office, but it was kind of depressing to have to go into every single day because there's traffic. I was putting in these 12 to 14-hour days. I was ended up working at home. It was filled with a ton of stress. And while my parents absolutely at the time thought, wow, you really made it. You went to college, you got this like corporate job, you have a team working with you. They definitely thought that was like the dream. For me, it wasn't a dream that I had achieved. It was merely a job. It was one filled with stress, all these long hours away from the family. I had to travel, had to work these evening hours, do these long project implementations. And the only thing that I was hoping for was maybe a pension, but those don't even exist anymore. So I had to try to save all the money myself from my job salary in order to hopefully at some point and retire. And all that time and stress spent at my job kept me from the one thing that was most important, and that's my family that you see right here. So I remember back in 2013, shortly after we took this picture, I made a decision to myself that I had to make a change in my life. I had to find a way out of all the stress in this work that I built myself into the job that I was no longer enjoying at all. And luckily for me, I came across a workshop, actually the very first iteration of the training that you'll be getting today. It's changed and it's grown and it's improved so much more since then. But with that very first iteration, I was able to take action, build my own brand. And then on May 30th, I made my very first sale just a few months after taking this training and finding my own product and my own brand. And for wondering how that worked out for me, then it wasn't much long after making that first sale, it was less than a year, that I turned in my actual separation notice. It's not showing right here too well, but the dates were March 3rd, 2014. I turned in my notice, and then March 4th, 2014, I had actually quit my job. Now, I don't remember a lot like what happened when I turned this notice in, but I do remember the Monday after, when I didn't have to go to work for the very first time. It was unlike any other feeling I had in my entire life to wake up on a Monday and realize I no longer have to go to this job filled with stress anymore. I'm just going to go down to my computer, work on my own brand, and then spend time with the family in the hours in between. Now, since that time, I've been able to do a lot of really awesome stuff. I've been able to sell over $15 million in products. I actually sold $250,000, $250,000 in a single day, and I was able to do that twice through sales of products to Amazon. I've spoken in front of 13,000 or more people, including just a few weeks ago. We had a virtual live seller con, is what we call it, in LA. We were on stage, no one actually in live attendance, but it was all cast live around the world. And that was cast, I believe, over a couple thousand people. So I probably need updates there, this slide here, because it's even more people now. And while speaking, I've been able and fortunate enough to share the stage with a lot of business icons like Richard Branson, Robert Kiyosaki, Dave Asprey, so many other people as well. I also was able to co-host a webinar for Amazon on helping our members expand their business into European marketplaces. Been able to travel to lots of amazing places, both with people that I met in this business and also with my own family as well. And I've been able to help over 30,000 people build their own brands and businesses on Amazon. And then today, I'm here and Dan's here and everyone in the background helping answer questions. We're all here to help you do the same thing. Now, keep in mind that during this live training, we're going to show you the real results from some of our real students. Dan and I both have active multiple businesses that we operate. We totally believe in this business, but like a lot of things in life, you absolutely get out of it what you put into it. And there's always an element of risk. We always make sure you know that. And some students who do this training won't make any money or will make only a little money. However, if you're able to implement what we teach you and do everything the right way, you could become one of the many of thousands of people, ordinary people like me and you and everyone else on this webinar, who are able to build their own businesses and change their lives with their own brand of products on Amazon. And they've done it, by using the exact same type of training that you're going to be getting today. So here's what you should know by the end of the webinar today. First, Dan's going to go over the business model and kind of show you from the beginning to the end, how does this really work? How do you really sell products on Amazon? What kind of products? He's going to show you all of that. He's also going to show you, like we teased at the beginning, the 3 markets that are booming today and that are projected to grow throughout 2021 as well. And then we're going to give you a bonus at the end of this. We're going to show you how to find a profitable product in any of these trending markets in only 30 minutes or less. It's really something very simple. And then we're also going to give you a little quick bonus on that note there too. But here's a few housekeeping tips. First off, training will last about an hour and a half, maybe a little longer. We'll try to keep it short because we want to make sure you have about 30 minutes to an hour at the end to ask questions. But feel free to ask questions throughout the entire workshop here. Just use that Q&A box. I, myself, or Dan, or someone in the background will try to answer your question live. If we can't get to it live, we'll try to get to it at the very end as well. And so we'll try to get to as many as we possibly can. Now, again, as a bonus, we've put together a list of 30 hot product opportunities, and we got 10 of them in each of the 3 markets that Dan's going to be talking about as well, so that you can look at these products and see exactly what types of products we're talking about that you can start and sell on Amazon. Now, I've mentioned Dan before. You talked to him and saw him a little bit at the beginning, but I want to bring him on right now. Dan was able to build a $2.5 million e-commerce business at the age of 20 years old, which is just crazy. He and I met at one of our events and have met since then for several events. He operates and runs multiple businesses, both his own and other people's. He manages millions of dollars in sales on Amazon. He's the leader of a private invite-only mastermind for top Amazon sellers. And he is our go-to launch and scale expert. So without any further ado, I want to bring Dan on, and I'm going to actually turn this over so that we can make Dan the host of this as well. Hold on one second.
Awesome, Mike. Thanks for that. Am I coming through loud and clear?
Yeah, you sure are. And you are the host now, Dan, so you should be able to turn on your screen as well.
Lovely, guys. Everyone should be able to see me. I'm going to turn this off in a second just to save the bandwidth here, but I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and you guys should be able to see my screen in 3, 2, 1. There you go. Is that coming through, Mike?
Yeah, it sure is.
Awesome. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the camera so you can focus instead of seeing my sort of bobbing head talking everywhere, and we'll dive straight into the training. So first off, I'm going to start with what I would call a spoiler. In this training, over the next 60 minutes or so, I'm going to cut to the very end now and let you know right now what to expect. At the end of this training that you're following here today, we're going to show you how to build your own brand of products. It's your very own brand of physical products. That's the goal. That's what we're here to learn today. That's what you're going to be learning how to build. And if you're worried about building an entire brand of products, don't be, because a brand is nothing more than just a few products that can all be sold to the same people who have similar interests. Just like these camping accessories that you see on the screen right now, these 3 products, a camping blanket, an axe, a paracord bracelet, these 3 products combined sell over $104,000 each and every month on Amazon. That's over $1.2 million in sales each year. And we're saying dollars because we're talking about Amazon.com specifically. This is just one example of an unlimited number of brands that you can build leveraging the immense power on Amazon. This stroller liner, baby swaddle blanket, and these wipe warmers generate over $179,000 every single month in revenue. And these pruning shears, this outdoor solar lantern thing, and this herb garden set generate $129,000 each and every month right now on Amazon. So having a brand with even just 2 or 3 products is enough to have a business that can change your life forever. And if you're still worried about not having enough time or money to create multiple products, you really don't have to be, because every brand starts with just 1 product. There's absolutely no need to try and launch multiple products at once. As a matter of fact, myself, Mike, Rich, Matt, everyone, we absolutely do not recommend doing that. Just know that your initial focus will be on 1 product, and on not just any product, but really the right product. And that's the secret to building a brand. It's choosing that right first product and then building out a range of products, a brand of products around that. So if I were building this new camping brand like this, I'd start with the axe. If we were building out a baby brand, I'd start with the stroller liner. And if we're building out a gardening brand, I'd start with the pruning shears. Now, if you want to know why I'd start with those specific products, then you definitely want to stick around for just a minute, and I'll show you exactly how to choose them. And you know that you can build your own brand and choose which product to start with. And we're going to go through all of that here in this training. But first, here are some of the brands that myself, my partners, we're involved in within Amazon, and we're operating every single day on Amazon.com and across Europe and in other marketplaces as well. Now, these results are specifically from Amazon.com, which is in the US. And if I bring out my fancy pointer here, there you go. You can see the date range on this screenshot. I literally got my team to give me this today. So you can see this is for the month of January, which traditionally is a bad retail month. Yes, some people get the gift vouchers and stuff at Christmas, but January is typically a bad retail month, coming down off that dip from Q4. But you can see this account, this 1 brand on Amazon, generating $470,000 US in that single month. Another brand here, same period, $118,000. Another brand, same period, January this year, literally just finished, $92,000. A different brand here, a different account, $220,000. And another brand here for that same 31-day period, January 2021, generating $242,000 in revenue. And for those of you that are a bit more business savvy, maybe asking, well, that's great, Dan, that's revenue, what profit? Typically, you can expect 20 to 30% on the bottom line in a well-optimized Amazon business. So you can see how well these brands are doing on the platform. Now, you may be thinking, well, that's great, Dan, Mike, you guys have been doing this years, you know what you're doing. It's not just the expert guys. Here are some of our community's results. You can see here, Asma talking about generating $40,000 in a single month. We've got Shish generating $19,000 there in a month. We'll have another example here, Gayla doing $123,000. Travis Ziegler, $56,000. We have, if you look at the amazing Instagram, we're posting these all the time. This one was posted, I think, last month, 3,000 in sales in the first 10 days of launching their first product. Jada here earning $25,000 and earning her first $25,000 badge, which means that Jada built a $25,000 business and earned $25,000 in that month. I pulled this one out from June of last year, $250,000 very quickly. And this one I literally pulled off Instagram about 4 hours ago. It was posted yesterday, and you can see Jagger here being congratulated on earning their $2,000 badge, hitting $2,000 in revenue from launching their first product. So you may be thinking, well, with all this, why Amazon? We need to quickly talk about one more point and why Mike and I and every other multi-million-dollar seller that we know and we have trained all start with their business on Amazon. Now, that's because Amazon brings you the customers. Amazon hosts your quote unquote website, the storefront in which you sell your products. And Amazon also takes care of shipping those products to your customers. This means Amazon does a lot. So you only have to do a little. So let me show you what this looks like. When you look at the business model you'll be learning here today, at the top of it is you. That's you and your brand of products. And your job is to find a product and build your own brand that you can grow and turn into a cash producing machine. And then eventually even sell that for a significant amount of money, as many of our friends and our students have done now. Now, the next part of the business are your customers, that green circle there on the screen. Over 200 million customers shop on Amazon every single month, many of which are Prime members. So you're going to learn how to find a supplier whose job it is to make the products and then send them to Amazon for you. And finally, at the center of all this is Amazon. And Amazon literally takes care of everything else. Amazon receives and stores your products. Amazon collects customer payments for you, so you haven't got to deal with all that side of things. Amazon picks your products, it packs your products into boxes and sends it to your customers. It ships your products, handles all of the product returns, pays you via direct deposit every 2 weeks or so, depending on your account, and even runs some advertising for you. Now, even though you'll be starting your business on Amazon, at any point in the future, you can expand your business into other areas and other markets, and everything else that you've built, from your products to your brands, your customers, and your suppliers, will all be the same. We're just starting this business on Amazon because it makes it so easy to do so, and Amazon has millions of customers ready to buy every single day. So on this webinar, you're going to learn how to plan your roadmap. That's step one. We're then going to go through choosing your first product and exactly how to do that. Step three, we're going to walk through how to source that product and find a supplier. And then step four, you're going to learn how to launch it. And step five, multiply your sales and profits so you can scale to the level of results that I've just shown you, hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, millions of dollars a year in sales. So let's jump into step one, planning your roadmap. Your brand will be your roadmap, and this is the key to understand. Once you design your brand, all you're doing is building out the plan for your brand. So as we saw here, at the end of the map is a brand made up of these three products, selling every single day on Amazon. But as I said, you don't start with all three. In the first 6 months, your goal is to launch your first product. And once you've started making sales and profits, the next stop on your roadmap is to launch product number 2 and generate even more profits. And that's generally in sort of months 7 to 9. And then thirdly, months 9 to 12, if you follow your plan, releasing that third product. And once both of the first 2 products are selling in and bringing in a lot of profit, that's when you launch that third product within your brand. And that's how you build a multi-million-dollar brand and business on Amazon. Now, all you need to do is to find 3 products to make up your brand. It's really that simple. Now, luckily, Amazon sells over 350 million products, and this number is growing as Amazon is rapidly expanding and more brands and sellers are joining the platform. So the process, you're going to write down a few interests or activities, and I'd like you to do this right now. If you have a pen and paper handy, definitely do this right now. Write down a few interests or activities. From there, we're then going to search for relevant physical products, and these are physical products that you sell on Amazon. We're going to search Amazon for relevant products, and then choose 3 to make up your brand. So on the left side here, we have a list of interests, things like hiking, cooking, camping, babies, yoga, pets. Think of things that you're interested in. Maybe you have a hobby, or maybe you're really good at something. Or maybe you had a hobby in the past or a pastime interest that you'd like to get started in again. Write down a list of those interests. We're then going to match them with search words. And these search words are things like gear, accessories, tools, gadgets, stuff, or gifts. Any one of those shows clear buying intent. And when shoppers on Amazon are entering those search words into the search bar, we know that they're looking to purchase those types of products. So cooking gear, camping gadgets, baby accessories, yoga stuff, hiking gifts, any one of those combinations will produce products that we can sell within our brands. And you're not limited to this interest list. Just think about anything that you're interested in, and you will likely find there are products on Amazon for it. So in the Amazon search bar here, you can see I've entered hiking gear, and Amazon then produces a list of search results, all of the products that it deems relevant for that search hiking gear. Cooking gadgets, plenty of options here, things like the vegetable chopper, different utensils, all of those different gizmos and gadgets there. That first one there, that stuff and strain. Baby accessories, lots of different products coming through here, from the baby car mirror to the swaddle blanket and the other bags there that you can see on screen. There are millions of products like this selling on Amazon every single day, producing hundreds of thousands of dollars every single month and year for sellers like myself, Mike, Rich, and all of our students. So now we've written down a few interests or activities. We've searched for the relevant physical products. It's time to choose 3 and make up your brand. So choose 3 and make up your brand. Now you may be thinking, Dan, that's great, but which 3 should I choose? Now your 3 products, you're going to choose a starter product. This is the one that you're going to get started with. It's going to be your first product. You're definitely going to learn a lot in this process when launching this. And then once you've really got that experience and you've had some success with that first product, you're then going to move on to your growth product. Your growth product will generate a bit more profit. You'll use that experience from your starter product to launch it. And once you see success with your starter and your growth product, your third product should be your dream product. And this is the one that's really going to generate a lot more profit and really round off the sales within the brand. But you may be thinking, what does a starter product look like? What's a growth product? And what does a dream product look like? So if we search baby accessories and look through all of the different options, there is a tool that you're going to want to use and install. And this tool is completely free. If you search Google after the training for MBS Retriever, it's a Google Chrome extension. So if you're using Internet Explorer or maybe Firefox or anything like that, you'll want to install Google Chrome. And this is a tool that works within Google Chrome. And this tool tells us exactly how much revenue any ASIN or any product on Amazon is generating. And you can see that here. So it tells us the name, the brand, the price. We can see all that stuff on Amazon. But what this does very cleverly is tells us exactly how much sales and how much sales revenue each one of these products is currently generating on Amazon. So from here, when looking at your 3 products, your starter products, you want to aim for $17 to $100 in price point. $17 is enough of a price point to cover all the costs involved and make sure that you still put some profit in your pocket. And anything over $100 starts to get quite costly to purchase and buy from suppliers. So keeping it under that makes this affordable and makes this work. So $17 to $100. And then ideally you want to see your starter product anywhere from $10,000 to $50,000 in revenue and have less than 1,000 reviews. So we definitely see enough revenue to make it worth our while, make it worth the time and the effort and the investment to launch that product. But we don't want it to be too competitive, and reviews indicate competitiveness on Amazon. So less than 1,000 reviews, and you definitely want to write this down. Your growth product, we're going to stick to that $17 to $100. But for our growth products, we want to see sales between $50,000 and $100,000. So we're going to invest a bit more into this product. It's definitely going to generate more revenue for us within our brand. And at this point, we're not too concerned about reviews, as we can generate sales from our existing customer base that we've created from our starter product. And for our dream product, we're looking again between $17 and $100, and less than or more than 100,000 in revenue, I should say, more than 100,000. So you can see how we're growing into bigger products. And as we build up the customers within our brand, we're releasing more and more products that generate more and more sales and more profit. And I see that question in the Q&A box about less than 1,000 reviews. We're talking about Amazon specific reviews. So when you look at the Amazon listing, you'll see the number of reviews. We're looking for less than 1,000 with that starter product. So if we head over and look at the baby accessory brand here, using the Managed by Stats or MBS Retriever tool here, you can see that I've pulled out these 3 products. And right now, the wipe warmer is currently doing, as of today, I updated this today, is currently doing $122,000 every single month on Amazon. The infant snug set is doing $28,000, and the swaddle blanket is doing $28,000. And it's just coincidence that they're a similar number. And this does fluctuate, which I checked this last month, I checked the month before, and these numbers grow and shrink, as does seasonality and sales on Amazon. But in total, that's $179,000 every single month being generated by just these 3 products, which is $2.1 million per year in revenue. Now, if we were to assume on the worst end, they had a 20% profit margin on that, that's $200,000 or $210,000 a year in profit from selling these 3 products. So now we know how to go ahead and find those products. Step 2 is to choose your first product. So we've chosen the first 3 products that we're going to release in our brand, but now we want to prioritize and go ahead and choose the first product, our starter product that we're going to launch. So your first product will be your starter product. And you may be sat there thinking, well, duh, of course, you've said that 100 times already, Dan, get to the point. The 3 critical elements of your first product is that it's low competition. So reviews less than 1,000. We want to see less than 1,000 reviews, and revenue more than 50,000. But we want to ensure it has enough demand. We need to make sure this is worth our time, and we're not busy being busy generating sales with no profit. So we want to see revenue of more than $10,000 and good profit potential. So at this point, to understand the profit potential, we need to understand how much does this product cost to buy from suppliers. So the selling price of this product is $49.99 on Amazon. It currently does around 525 sales per month, selling 525 units, individual products per month. And the product cost sits at around $8.80. And within that, we added $2 for shipping. And Amazon's fees of that $49, $49.99, Amazon's going to charge us $19.56 in commission and for picking and packing and sending that product off to the customer, because we don't want to have to do all that. We don't want to have to store these and get warehousing and staff and pick and packing and all the logistics that's involved there and deal with returns and the customer and all that sort of stuff. Amazon takes care of all that for us, and we pay them a commission for doing so. And it's very easy to go ahead and do this, and I'll show you exactly how you can see what Amazon charges in a second. But the monthly profit based on the current sales of this product would be $10,800 every single month just on this one product. Who here would like to make an extra 10 grand in profit into their bank account every single month from selling this one product on Amazon? I know I did, which is why I got into this business. So now we know how to sort of prioritize that product and pick that based on the cost. And to see what Amazon charges, if you Google Fba Revenue Calculator, it's a simple free tool that Amazon gives, Fba Revenue Calculator. You can enter in the costs of the product, which I'm going to show you how to find in a second, and it tells you exactly what Amazon's fees will be. So now we need to go ahead and source a supplier for it. So step 3 is sourcing it. And to do that, we're going to use a website called Alibaba.com. Now, when it comes to finding a supplier for your products, the only site you really need is Alibaba.com. This site right here, manufacturers for almost all products sold on Amazon can be found in this one single place. And it's as simple as using Amazon. So for example, when you search for these stroller liners, you can see in the top search bar there, I have stroller liner entered. There are 1,161 results for stroller liner. And all you need to do is scroll through the list and find one that looks closest to the product that you want to sell, and then check out the prices that they will charge for them. And you can see here, the supplier is charging for one piece anywhere from $5.80 to $6.80 per unit for this product that we just saw on Amazon. And they'll even let you order as few as one of them just to go ahead and check it out and see if you like that product. Once you find a few that look promising, you will then want to contact the suppliers right here on the site. And all you do is you click onto the listing and it tells you exactly how to contact them. It's kind of got like a Facebook Messenger type interface within the platform. And once you find that supplier that you like, you ask them for a quote and how many you'll be looking to order with to start with, and they will give you the price. And you'll want to let them know that you're going to include some basic packaging also. Now, if you're ordering anything or looking at any products that go in or on your body, so beauty creams, supplements, pet food, that sort of stuff, anything in or on the body, then you can do a simple Google search and add the word private label. So in this example, collagen powder, a very popular beauty product. If you were to enter private label collagen powder, you will find hundreds of thousands of potential suppliers that are in the United States or within your local country that can produce that product for you locally. And the reason for that is you want a local supplier that has all the approvals and all the approvals for products that go in and on your body. So I mentioned earlier the Amazon FBA Revenue Calculator, and you can get to this by a simple Google search. Now, once you've got the quotes from Alibaba or Google, you can use that information to estimate how much profit you can make off each product you sell. And to do this, we use this tool. It's called the FBA Revenue Calculator, and you can find it, like I say, with a simple Google search. Now, when you pull it up, you enter the product you're looking to sell, and then you put in two pieces of information. So you're going to enter the price that you'll be selling it at, and then secondly, the cost of the product. Now, even though we found this for between $5.80 and $6.80 just a minute ago, I'm going to assume that we get the higher price of $6.80. And you'll notice I've also added in $2 here for shipping, to ship that product from the supplier to Amazon. And once we do that, Amazon then gives us the exact profit that you can expect to make off each sale. Now, in this situation, it's almost 41%, or $20.64 for each unit that you sell. A very, very healthy profit margin. And even if we were to spend 10% of that on advertising or other areas of marketing, that's a very healthy 30 to 40% profit margin. So here are some important tips when doing this. We really need to sell a high quality product. Amazon is driven by reviews, and a high quality product is going to result in more reviews. Happy customers with more reviews means more sales. And you are also creating and owning the brand. We're not selling someone else's brand here. That's the whole point of why this works. We're not going to go and sell Apple's iPods, or AirPods, I should say. How old do I sound? AirPods. We're not going to start going and selling a Samsung. We're creating our own brand so that we own all of the sales. So you'll notice when you search Amazon, here are some, I think it's a car mount holder for a phone. You'll notice they all look the same, but if you look at the logo on the product, you'll see they're in fact 3 separate brands. And the reason we do this is we want to own 100% of the sales because we own the brand, and therefore we're the only ones allowed to sell that product. If you start selling someone else's product, then you're essentially competing for that sales and you don't get 100% of those sales. And you can see very clearly here, this brand here, just a simple label on that product, made by the supplier in China, and that becomes our brand and our products that we own on Amazon. Now, you may be thinking, how do I go about creating a brand? You can do it very quickly. You simply think of potential brand names for your market, check for a .com domain. You can use websites like GoDaddy.com. You may have seen adverts for that. So go ahead and get a domain name. I think they have a promotion on for like $1 right now. And then do a quick trademark search in Google. And if you just search USA trademark, the government has a website, you enter the name and just quickly check if there's a trademark against that brand name. Get a logo created. A really cheap way of doing this is at Fiverr.com. Now you may need to work with a couple of different designers, so it might cost you $20 or $30 or so to go ahead and get a really nice looking logo created. Or if you want to spend a couple $100, then you can head over to 99designs.com. That's my favorite, and you'll get hundreds of designers competing and giving you ideas for your brand. You then want to go ahead and get packaging designed. The cheapest way to do this for your first product, a manufacturer can often do this for you, and that's completely free. They'll include it as part of the product. And when you do that, you will have created your own brand that you're ready to sell on Amazon. Now, you may be thinking, why would people buy from you? And you might be worried that people won't buy your brand. And I really want to just squash this. You don't and shouldn't be worried about this. Unless you're Apple, people aren't tied to your brand. They buy what they see. They buy where they see the reviews and they see a good looking product. And we're going to show you exactly now how to be seen. That's what people buy on Amazon. And if you think about it yourself, when you shop through Amazon, you don't go deeper than the first page, maybe onto the second page, depending on how much the product is, but you're not tied to the brand that you're buying. You're tied to the trust of Amazon and the products that you're seeing within the search results. Give me a yes in the Q&A box if this is making sense. Let me know that you're following and tell me whether you agree with that. If you think about how you search Amazon and you buy, do you agree that you're not buying the brands, you're buying what you see and what the reviews say? So we've got Warren saying yes, Matthew saying yes, Robert, Angela, Julia, and I know Tina and Rich in the background who help with the questions are going to be going mad right now to just fill the Q&A box. But I really wanted to see everyone agreeing there, yeah, absolutely. So if you think about this, people aren't tied to brands on Amazon, which is what makes this so powerful. Now, when you come to order your inventory, you may be thinking, how much inventory should you order? You will only want really 200 to 300 units to start if possible. The typical product cost, you want to aim between $5 to $10. Any more than that, then it starts to become a bit more of an investment. So inventory costs between $5 and $10, 200 to 300 units should be really no more than sort of $1,000 to $3,000. This should include packaging, labeling, and shipping to Amazon. The reason we really advise this is you want to avoid big mistakes and don't take too much risk in the beginning. Don't order too much, but you definitely want to order enough that you can launch your product, see some success, and then go ahead and have that confidence in placing a second order. So now we know how to find 3 products to create a brand. We know how to prioritize the product or starter product that we're going to launch and create a brand that we own. We know how to source it, find suppliers in China and places like that using Alibaba. And also we understand exactly how much Amazon are going to charge us because we've used that Amazon FBA calculator. Step 4 is to now launch your first product. This is where we start generating sales. This is where rubber meets the road and we get that product to be seen on Amazon. Now, after you get your product ready for sale on Amazon, you need to get your product to show up. And you may be thinking again, well, duh, of course I do. But it's not as simple as just putting the product live. There's a few steps that you have to do to get that product to show up on Amazon. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that now. So here's an example that we did earlier in the year. Imagine I want to buy a set of taco holders for the family. So as you can see here, I go ahead and search Amazon for taco holder. And you can see that Amazon brings up a list of products. Now, the goal for you is to ensure that when your customer, the shoppers on Amazon are searching for the product that you sell, you want to ensure that your product shows up in these results. You don't just want to chance that, you want to ensure that your product shows up. So to do that, if I just bring my handy pointer over, how do you make the product show up before other hundreds of similar products that we see on Amazon? I've just said there's millions of products on Amazon. How do we make them show up? Well, we use our proven launch and rank formula. So step 1 of the launch and rank formula, and write this down, is to discover the best search terms to use for your product. Step 2, we're going to create a powerful product listing. So when we generate someone looking at our product, we're confident that a large percentage of those people are going to go ahead and buy it. And then we want to use those same search terms in advertising and use advertising as a way of getting more people to see our product and in turn buy our product. We're then going to drive targeted sales with something that we call cashback offers. And I'll explain exactly what that means here in just a second. So as you can see here, these are our taco holders, the Verve Kitchen set of 4 taco holder stands, a simple product, stainless steel taco holders. And Rich and I had the logo, the Verve Kitchen logo that we created, inscribed on the metal there in the middle, as you can see. And when we go ahead and search for taco holders, the first thing we're doing is looking at the titles of these competitors that are showing up. We want to understand what words are they using in their titles. So you can see you've got taco holder stand set of 6, taco holder set of 4, taco holder stainless steel, taco holder set of 4, or taco holder stand set of 4. So we start seeing commonalities and repeated words and different ways that shoppers are describing this product. We're also going to look at the listings and read the bullet points, and you'll see a number of the same words included, like taco stand, stainless steel taco holders. These are known as keywords, and they're used by sellers within the listings to describe exactly what that product is. We also, if you scroll down to the review section, Amazon has this handy little section now that says reviews that mention, and you'll see a load of different ideas in here as well, like holds 2 taco holders, stainless steel, easy to clean. And these give you a really clear indication of what people care about and what people are searching for. Now, a really pro tip, and this is definitely one of the ones you want to take note of, the longer the search term, the easier it is to rank. And by rank, I mean show up on Amazon. So the longer the search term, the more words that that search term contains, the easier it is to get your product to show up for it. And to be honest, the better the quality of customer. The longer these search terms, often the more intent that a shopper has to go ahead and purchase that, because they're telling you exactly what they want in that search term, as you're about to find out here. So you may have noticed before, when you search Amazon, Amazon has this list of suggested search terms, and these are powered by the demand on Amazon. So anything that shows up here means that a lot of people are looking for it on Amazon. And you'll notice here there's a keyword, taco holder, stainless steel, set of 4. This would be known as a long tail search term or a long tail keyword. And you can see it's very, very specific. So yes, we're looking, the shopper's looking for a set of taco holder. They specifically want stainless steel, and they specifically want a set of 4. Whereas if we were just to look at taco holder, we don't know whether they're looking for metal or plastic, how many they want, a certain type of taco holders. You'll even see people looking for dinosaur taco holders that seem to be quite popular. So the longer the search term, the easier it is to show up, but the easier it is to also generate those sales, because we're matching the search with the products that that search is looking for specifically. Now, once you have completed your keyword research by looking through all of those competitors' listings, it's then time to create a powerful product listing. And to do this, you simply put your main keyword near the beginning of the title. So you'll see taco holders, stainless steel set of 4. And then you can see here the product that we launched to show as a demonstration, taco holders, stainless steel set of 4, and then the hyphen. You see we're including that main keyword right at the beginning of the title. This not only tells Amazon that that's the most important search term that we want to show up for, the human brain and the human eye is also trained to look for the search term it just entered. So when searching, if you see that at the start of the title, you definitely know that that's relevant, because that's exactly what you looked for. Include other keywords in your bullets, in your description, and focus on the benefits of your product. So when talking about your products, are the taco holders easy to clean? We saw that in the reviews. That was something people cared about. Are they oven proof? Are they dishwasher safe? Talk about the benefits and the features of your products so that people understand why they should buy yours and not others. If you lead with benefits, you will convert more people that look at your product into customers, versus just saying these, all of the features of this product, like they're metal, etc. If you communicate the benefit of them being metal, the benefit of having 4 for Taco Tuesdays with the families, the benefit of this special thing that you've done to make them easy to clean, more people are going to buy, because human beings buy on emotion and then they justify with logic. So lead with that emotional benefits of that product. So you'll see on the listing that we created here, no more messy tacos, a benefit of owning tacos, no sharp edges, restaurant grade, because we saw that people were complaining about the sharp edges on competitors' products. More time eating, less time cleaning, the benefit of them being easy clean. More cupboard space because they stack on top of each other. And we had a family promise there to creates lasting memories and emotional benefit of creating that Taco Tuesday environment, getting your kids and your significant others to the table and enjoying that family time. So rather than just saying set of 4 metal taco holders, we're really creating an emotional benefit driven listing that really compels people to buy these ones and really imagine themselves using this product over our competitors that just say metal pack of 4. Now, when it comes to images, creating high quality images, including lifestyle photos of your products, is a really good way to stand out, especially with that main image. If you take a really good product photo, I should say, you're going to generate more people to your listing because more people are going to click on your listing over your competitors. Now, once you launch, you want to quickly get 5 to 10 reviews. And the fastest way to do this and the easiest way to do this is have some friends search for your product, have them search on Amazon, find your product, buy that product, and then a couple of days after receiving it, just ask them to leave an honest review on your listing. That's the fastest way to go ahead and get 5 to 10 reviews. And the quicker you get those reviews, the better your launch is going to be, and the faster you're going to generate sales and profit. The other way of doing this, one of those 250 tools that Mike mentioned, is the request a review function. This is a brand new feature that Amazon only recently released, kind of mid towards the end of last year. And Amazon now have this option. All you have to do is click that button and Amazon will send an email to your customer asking them to leave a review on the platform for you and generating more and more reviews. So we just do that every single day to generate those reviews. So to summarize how we create a powerful listing summary, we want to see that primary search term in the title. That's really important to get the product to show up in Amazon. We want to see other search terms in the bullets and the description. They're the second most important place. And you want to focus on the benefits of your product, not the features like metal, pack of 4. Get high quality images, including lifestyle photos, and then start by getting 5 to 10 reviews from your friends. Now, once we've done that, we're going to use those same search terms inside of our advertising. So Amazon has this platform called Amazon Sponsored Products. If you've ever done anything with Google, it's very similar. And we're going to go ahead and use the Sponsored Products option. We're going to set manual targeting, and we're going to set a low starting budget, something of $10 to $30 a day. And this allows us to get started on Amazon with advertising very cheaply. And we want to tell Amazon exactly what keywords that we want to enter into advertising. So we're simply going to click add on our product and select the product that we want to advertise. And then we're going to enter our main keyword. You can see here, taco holder, that's the root keyword that we're targeting. And you'll see that Amazon also suggests many other keywords based on all of the data that Amazon holds. So you're going to go ahead and click enter list, enter that root keyword, and then go ahead and click add all keywords in this list. And Amazon will suggest a whole load of keywords. And once you do that, it'll look something like this. And then you just leave all these other settings. You're going to pay every time someone clicks on your advert and comes onto your listing. So you can see all these different options here. Now, a pro tip, you want to use those same suggested search terms that you just found in the Amazon advertising and add all of those into your listing as well, because Amazon's going to see that as much more relevant to your advertising. It's going to help your advertising performance. Finally, now we've used them in search advertising, it's time to drive targeted sales with cashback offers. Now, this is somewhat secret. It's a top secret strategy that advanced sellers use to get their products to show up very quickly on Amazon. And you may be thinking, well, what are cashback offers? A cashback offer is where you simply offer your customers a 100% product rebate in exchange for purchasing your product on Amazon. This is not to ask them to review your product. We're not asking for product reviews in this instance. This is simply to help promote the launch of your new product and make that product visible within the market. Now, if you think about it, this has been used in retail for years. Think about those coupons that you get given at Walmart when you spend so much money, or when you go to the events in normal living conditions, normal living times where we're at these events, and energy drink companies are giving out free energy products, energy drink products. They're doing that to raise the awareness of that product and start motivating that sort of buying velocity and momentum behind people purchasing that product. So we're doing the exact same thing, but there is a secret to making this effective. You need to ask your customers to first search for your product before they buy it. So don't just send them the link to your product listing. You want your friends and your customers to go to Amazon, search for that keyword that you're targeting, tacker holder stainless steel setup 4, find your product, and then buy it. That's how we let Amazon know exactly which keywords to better show your products for, and that's how we start showing them on page 1 of Amazon. Now, you may be thinking, where do I find people to do this? The best and the easiest place to do this is on Facebook. You can put out a very simple post like Mike did here. Hey everyone, I've decided to start a brand new business on Amazon, and I've launched my very own brand of products. I would really love for you to help me launch and test it. I'll even pay for the order myself if you'd be willing to help me out. Just comment below or shoot me a message and I'll give you the details. Now, if you don't want to involve your friends, or maybe you're not into Facebook, Facebook groups are another great place. There is a Facebook group for absolutely everything, from hiking to cycling to boxing to cooking to running. There are Facebook groups for every single hobby, interest, profession you can think of. Just simply drop in there and post a similar thing, and you'll get lots of people that will be willing to test your product for you. And then when they message you, you simply give them basic instructions. So as you can see here, please complete the following. Go to Amazon.com, search for tacker holder stainless steel setup 4, find my product, pick attachment, we include the picture so they know what they're looking for, order it, and then I can send you the money here in Facebook. It's really easy. Or give me your PayPal and I'll send you the money right there. And for those of you that have never used Facebook Messenger for payments, you can actually just click this little dollar icon and you can send money right through PayPal. It works with a debit or credit card. Sorry, right through Messenger, I should say. Now, the tip for this, and this is a huge tip based on millions of dollars worth of testing, you want to do this around 5 times a day for your main keyword until your product appears on page 1. That's all it takes, 5 promotional products a day, and your products will start appearing on page 1. And then move on to your next keyword. It is that simple. Rank one keyword, move on to the next. Rank another keyword, move on to the next. And that's how you start to grow those sales of that product. Now, we do have a very fancy tool that does all of this for us. You literally add your product, click a button, come back a week later, and it takes care of all of the rebates and passing the money back to the shoppers and all of that. We have that at our fingertips, but Facebook is a great way of going and doing that. So once you've driven targeted sales with cashback offers, you may be thinking, does this work? Now, back in last year, we launched a demo product just simply to show people the process of doing this. And we launched a set of tacker holders, as I said. It was a tacker holder stainless steel set of 4. And you can see here at the time, the first, you can see our Verve kitchen tacker holders there on the right. Just 9 reviews, not many reviews at all. The first one is an advert. The second one is an advert. And then you can see we're in position 1, 2, in position 3 for that search term or that keyword, tacker holder stainless steel set of 4. And we generated many sales with that, as I'm going to show here in a second. And it wasn't just that keyword either. You can see we got into position 1, 2, 4 for many other keywords like taco tray, taco stand-up holders, taco holder set of 4. We were ranking in the top few results for many keywords like that also. Now, in that time period, we generated $5,000 in revenue before running out of stock and sold 381 units there, as you can see. Now, the profit on that product, for every tacker holder that we sold, the net profit was around $6 or 27%. So by the time we actually ran out of inventory, we were hitting 30 units per day. So that's 900 units sold every single month of those tacker holders, or just under $20,000, $19,800 in monthly revenue, giving us a monthly profit at 27% of $5,463. That's an annual gross profit of $65,000 from a set of tacker holders that we launched using this exact process and sold on Amazon. 65 grand. Now, before I move any further, I want to know in the questions box, we've just been through quite a few steps there, 4 steps in total, which I'm about to summarize. But how are you liking this training so far? It's really important to me that I understand this. Do you feel you've already gotten a lot of value out of it? If you don't mind, please share sort of your comments, drop them in the Q&A box and tell me what you think, whether you love it, whether you hate it, or are indifferent. We're constantly looking to improve everything we teach to the best result possible. So if you just let me know how you're feeling, how you like it, that'd be really, really appreciated. So I'm getting love it, great, it's fantastic, great content, love it, very clear to understand from Crystal. Thank you, Crystal. Ashley saying it's great, really learning. We got Stephen saying I'm loving it, keep it up. We've got Paul saying thanks. We've got Nancy saying money. We've got Gregor saying I like it. And then we've got this training is really great. Thank you guys, I really appreciate that. Just wanted to make sure you're following along there and you understand everything that we're walking through. So thanks so much. This is the kind of feedback that we really love getting. So look, back to the training as the screen moves over here. So far, step one, we've covered how to plan your roadmap, which is really selecting that 3 products that you're going to create as a brand. That is your roadmap. That is your plan that you're going to implement. And then we're going to go ahead and select one of them to launch as our starter products in months 1 to 6. We're then going to use the profit from that to launch our second one. And then we're going to use the compound profit from both of those products to launch our third one over that 12-month period and create that brand of products. Step 2, you're going to choose your first product. And the 3 critical elements of choosing your first product are low competition, enough demand, and good profit potential. And we know what the profit potential is because we know exactly how much this product costs, and we know how much Amazon is going to charge us, and we know what we're selling that product for. So as we can see here, this baby liner, $10,836 every single month in profit. Step 3, we're going to source it. We're going to use Alibaba.com. We're going to enter the product we're looking for, and we're going to look for a product that looks very similar to the product that we just found on Amazon and understand exactly what that costs. And then step 4, we need to launch that first product. And to do that, we're going to discover the best search terms to use by looking at our competitors' listings, looking at the titles, the bullets, the descriptions, and the reviews. We're then going to create a powerful product listing by including that search term at the start of the title. Make sure we're using benefit-led, emotional words in our listing and creating really good-looking, good quality main images. We're then going to use those same search terms in our advertising and leverage Amazon's advertising as a way of getting more people to see our products. And finally, the secret sauce, using targeted sales with cashback offers to get that product to show up very quickly for that search term that we want to show for, so that every time the millions of shoppers that are using Amazon every single day look for our products, they see our product, they click on our products, and they buy our products. And every time that happens, hundreds of times a day, potentially once you're into 3 products, we're generating all of that profit in our business. So step 5 in this business is multiplying your sales and profits. All you need to do this is follow your roadmap. Start with that starter product and then release that second and third products. Like with the baby accessories, starting with that liner, then going into the swaddle blanket and the wipe warmer. Or that gardening brand, starting with those shears, moving into the lantern, and then the herb garden. You start with the least competitive product with the goal of selling around 10 units a day, just 10 units a day. Who here believes with everything you've learned today that you can pick a product and get that to 10 units a day when I'm showing you products that are doing 900, 1,000, tens of thousands of units every single month? Yeah, absolutely. Just 10 units a day is all you need to get started. Now, if you follow with training, this should happen within the first 6 months of launching that product. And then once you're at sort of 10 units a day, around 300 units per month, you use the profits from your first product to start your second one. And then you use the profits from your second and first product to start your third product. Now, the goal with all of this within 6 to 9 months is to launch that second product and start selling around 30 units per day. So that starter product, we're only aiming for around 10 units per day. And then that second product, our goal is to start selling around 30 units per day. And then use profits from both of the products to start that third one. And the goal for the third one is around 60 units per day. So if we add up the total there, 6 months is product 1, 10 sales a day. 9 months, product 2, 30 sales a day. And in 12 months, product 3, 60 sales a day. That's a total of 100 units selling every single day within our brand. Now, if we take 100 and times it by 365 days in the year and times that by $30, that's $1 million a year in sales. And at a 25% profit, that's over $250,000 in annual profit from selling 3 simple products on Amazon. Who here could achieve the life they want to achieve, you want to achieve, whether it be travel, putting your kids through college, doing whatever you want to do with $250,000 in profit every single year? And that's just the starting point, to be quite honest. Who here would like that? Everyone's saying, I can, me, Angela, Dave saying yes, awesome. Physical products and the businesses can be sold for 3 to 5 times their annual profit. So if you think this brand was making $250,000 in annual profit, these businesses can be sold for up to 5 times that amount. So if we take a middle sort of number there, a sort of an average across 3 to 5, 4 times $250,000 in profit per year would mean you would sell this business for $1 million in your pocket. Now take out a bit for tax. That's a pretty nice figure to dump in your bank account. And that really is the goal for many people building and scaling these businesses. There is so much money coming into this market. There is so much big Wall Street money buying up these brands on Amazon. Those who get into this business now are going to be the ones that seriously profit a couple of years from now when they come and sell these brands to these bigger companies. Now, you may be thinking, what are markets that I can get into right now? And for turning up today, as we told you, we're going to show you 3 hot markets that are not only doing well right now, but are set to surge in the future as we continue to move forward in this new world. Now, the first market that we're seeing surging are toys, or there's actually 3 here, the toys, hobby, and crafts. As more and more time spent at home, as offices are now home-based and companies are realizing they don't need this, but more people have time, they want trying to entertain their children. The toys and games market, the hobby and crafts market is absolutely surging right now and is completely underrepresented on Amazon. There are lots of great products within those categories. The second is home and household. As more and more people spend more time at home, they're more aware of their environments, and home and household as a category of products, again, is absolutely on fire right now and is surging in sales. And you may be thinking, well, is this just COVID related? Absolutely not. What COVID and the pandemic has done for consumer behavior is change the way we shop and changed our expectation towards shopping. As Mike showed in the beginning of this talk, and his training here today, the sales on Amazon are absolutely surging and continuing to grow as our buying behavior and habits have now changed. My nan, who's in her 80s, now has, my grandma who's in her 80s, now has an Amazon account. I never thought I'd see the day. And the third is health and personal care. One thing this pandemic has done is made everyone a lot more conscious of their physical state, their health, and looking after their body. So health and personal care, creams, beauty, topicals, supplements, all of these types of products that are really well sourced locally and very quick to get started with on Amazon. There's plenty of suppliers in the United States and in European markets for these. Really great place to start. Now, as we're looking for supporting data, there's a great website called statistica.com. And whilst a lot of this data takes at least 12, 18 months to come through to present day, if you read between the lines and look at all the supporting research and data that we're seeing coming through, we're seeing these categories surge. And this is set to be the 3 of the top and biggest online shopping categories of 2021 and into the future. And if you stick around to the end, we're going to give you a list of 10 products in each one of those categories. So we're going to give you a list of 30 hot products that you can sell right now on Amazon. All you literally need to do is pick 2 or 3 products from that list and go ahead and get started. And right at the end of this training here today, we're going to give you access to that list. So stick around to the end and you'll get access to that. So as you can see here, I was pulling out some success stories earlier. Just in December, we had one of our members here celebrating her $50,000 and $100,000 a month badge very quickly, one after another. You can see saying, I just wanted to share that I got my $50,000 badge followed by my $100,000 a month badge. Or Channing, who's a 23-year-old hairdresser from Dallas. Channing's actually a good friend of mine. I'm going to be in Cancun in Mexico with Channing and Justin, her husband, next week. Channing and Justin were able to build their business to $500,000 per month, and they actually surpassed this. And they went on recently, very recently, November or December of last year, to sell this business for multiple millions of dollars. They took 2 or 3 years to build it. They then went on to sell it. And they, as Channing said here, I've made more money in a single month than I used to make in a year. Now you may be thinking, this is all great, but Dan, Mike, now what do I do? Right now is the best opportunity that I've ever seen to build a wildly successful e-commerce business. As I said earlier, there is more and more money coming into this industry and buying up the brands. There's an article here from Yahoo Finance, literally dated February 9th, 2021. So literally just a few days ago, talking about, from Bloomberg, how Wall Street is investing billions to scale tiny mom and pop sellers on Amazon. This means you and me selling on Amazon, there is billions of dollars coming in because they are seeing the return that we're generating on our investment and they want a piece of that pie. The next 5 years or so are going to be the golden era of e-commerce, and those that get in now are going to be the ones that really cash out bigger than ever before. We've already got a lot of people within our community and our friendship circles already exiting for multiple millions of dollars, and that's only going to continue to grow. You really don't want to miss this. And everything, whilst I've endeavored to teach you everything you need to know here on the surface, this is the tip of the iceberg. There is a lot that goes into building this business. Now, you may be feeling sort of uncertain about the future. Maybe you just want to sort of freeze and wait this sort of new world out. But what's your plan if things get worse? Or worse, yeah, what's your plan if things get better? How are you going to define your future path and your future journey? You could go out there and do this yourself and build this business with everything I've shown you here today. I've given you everything you need to get started in this business. You could go and implement this and start to find some success. But if you do that alone, you could choose the wrong product. You could end up with a bad supplier. You could overpay for your inventory. You could pick the wrong keywords, create a bad Amazon listing, waste money on the wrong type of advertising. Maybe you miss a step in your launching your product. Worse yet, maybe you even get your Sell Essential account suspended accidentally because there are a few rules that you have to stick to. Maybe you waste time, waste money. But worst of all, the one thing I hate seeing is people giving up right before you're about to succeed because you don't have the experience to know what that looks like. People take their foot off the gas too early, right before they see success. But if you work with us, inside of Amazing Selling Machine, or ASM for short, we will give you the blueprint to financial freedom in 2021. Amazing Selling Machine has been the #1 program since 2012. We've been doing this a long time. Over 35,000 students have been through Amazing Selling Machine and found success on Amazon, spanning 138 countries, created by real experts, backed by a team of over 50 people. It's not just myself, Mike, Rich, or Matt. We've got Tina here helping out on the chat box on the questions, and we've got over 50 people in the background supporting you in your journey with your success. ASM is a full package of step-by-step training, resources, and direct support to make sure that you succeed. Everything we've put into this program, over 9 years of experience and success has been put into this program to ensure that you shortcut and learn from those 9 years of experience and get you to that success as quickly as possible. It really is the #1 online web class out there. Now, every step within the web class is laid out so that you can follow along and build this business as you're going. There's over 160 lessons across 8 modules, 50 hours of content, kind of like Netflix. And rather than sort of just giving you all of the information, it's step by step and really easy to follow. And we show you exactly which buttons to click, which conversations to have, which products to pick, so we can ensure your success. You're going to build your business step by step, anytime, anywhere. Mike mentioned that I'm in Dubai. I'm fortunate to be able to bring my entire family out here for a few months. We've got a nice villa on the just down from the Palm. And I'm able to do that because I'm completely location independent, running this business and helping people with this business. Now, when you become a member of Amazing Selling Machine, you get free updates for life. So Amazon constantly changes their rules. It's quite a progressive platform where they're constantly updating the way in which you're allowed to sell. They're constantly releasing new features, which is all good and well. But if you don't know how to use those features, or you don't know how to navigate the new rules, you can get left behind because more advanced, more experienced sellers are just going after those updates. But not to worry, we constantly update the program and we always bring you the latest sort of tactics, strategies, and information that's working now. And you get access to all that latest information completely free for life when you become a member of ASM. So module 1 is all about finding your perfect products. We go deeper than what we've gone today into really picking 3 products and your starter product for success. In module 2, we then go through product sourcing, how to find the best suppliers, how to communicate with those suppliers, how to get the best price for your product, how to get the best payment terms. All of these are critical steps to generating the most profit and having the most success in your business. Module 3 is all about creating a brand that sells, that turns every person that looks at your listing into a customer, and some really core concepts and some really core actionable advice on exactly how to create a really good looking brand. Module 4 is all pre-launch foundation. So it's all of the marketing foundation that we need to get in place for your brand and to find success on Amazon. I walk you through exactly how to do that, from creating the website to getting all your social media sorted out, everything that needs to be done there. Module 5, I walk you through exactly how to launch the product, every single button to click, every single advertising campaign that you need to set up, exactly how to go ahead and get your product visible on Amazon. Module 6 is an entire module on Amazon ads. Amazon advertising is becoming a really important part of this process, and mastering that advertising really allows you to find massive, massive success. So we've got an entire module dedicated towards you using Amazon advertising and mastering that process. Module 7 is all about scaling your profits and how we optimize the business and the products to generate the most profit possible. And then when you're ready, Module 8 is about how to find even more people to go and look and buy your product using advanced traffic tactics. So using things like Facebook and Messenger bots and Instagram, places like this, influencer marketing, and how we can leverage all those different types of marketing to generate more sales. So just like Devin and Katie DeRoche did, as Mike said, getting on that Inc. 5000 list, ASM members, owners of the brand Grillaholics, you can search this brand on Amazon, Grillaholics. You can see they got into position 811 on the Inc. 5000. So for anyone that doesn't know, the Inc. 5000 list is the list of the 5,000 fastest growing private companies in America. And our members, Devin and Katie, are ranked 811 in the whole of the United States for being the fastest growing company, for generating 527% in annual growth. Now, in addition to the online web class, you then get the ASM Mentor Program. So above and beyond getting access to the training and all that valuable information that you need, the step-by-step training to build this business, we then give you access to the ASM Mentors. In this business, you need a team. There is a lot of moving parts to this business, and you need access to people that have been there and have done it and have the experience and insight to give you the advice you need to make the right decision and avoid making the wrong decisions that are going to cost you time and money. Over 21 real experts make up our ASM mentorship team, who sell on average each $1.8 million every single year. Here's a screenshot from one of the mentors' accounts. This is just one of them. $3.3 million in annual sales there in a single year on Amazon. And that's just one of our 21 mentors. The mentors are really there to help you break through obstacles, get the correct answers fast, save time, and then avoid mistakes. In the future, you are going to run into decision points that you can make easy mistakes on. And our mentors like Anna Silva there, who recently actually sold her business, I believe, who was formerly doing $400,000 a month every single month. Anna's there to guide you and give you the exact answer that you need. And you can see here, giving some very specific advice there. Increase 20 to 30 cents per hour until you see your ad. So you can see very knowledgeable, very specific advice. And we have over 21 mentors. Number 3, you get access to the private members only community. So it takes more than just tactics. It takes more than just the things that we teach you in the video. We need that real-time support and feedback from thousands of other members going through the exact same journey that you're going through, to lift you up, to help you break through barriers, and to give you that feeling of like-mindedness and momentum and motivation that you know you're doing the right thing. You've heard the saying that you're the equal of the 5 people around you. We're going to surround you with like-minded, success-minded people that are on the same journey, building the same business. Now, this is a completely private community that only ASM members get access to. Over 35,000 members, 138 countries, and I think it's higher than this now, but almost 6,000 weekly interactions happen within this community. It's there to motivate you, but also hold you accountable to actually doing the steps, building the business, and showing you the proof that success is possible if all you do is follow the plan. And your plan is amazing selling machine. You're going to learn the newest tactics, the newest strategies as people are testing them. Because we have the most members, we get the latest information fastest than anywhere else, faster than any YouTube channel, any blog, or anything like that. You get access to this community and all the insights that it provides. 4th, you're going to get access to the private resource vault. This is over $10,000 worth of proven resources and over 61 vendors that we have personally within our community and within the leadership team, the mentorship team, tested and used in our business. These resources like accounting, marketing professionals, banking professionals, designers will save you time, money, and stress because they know the business, they know how the business works, and they've been supporting sellers and our members for years to this time. Number 5 is really the main unfair advantage, to be honest, and that's the Asm Software Suite. Data is power, but data can also be overwhelming. So what our tools do is simplify this data and make you more effective in the business. So in addition to the MBS Retriever tool that's free that you can go and install for the basic level of research, you're going to get access to the pro version of the tool that gives a lot more data points, a lot more insights, and makes your product selection process easier and enables you to make better decisions when picking products. So we call this the Product Opportunity Finder, and that's the first tool that you get access to. In addition to that, you get access to the Product Analyzer. Now, I was personally involved in leading the development of this, and this is essentially a tool that does a lot of thinking for you. It automatically calculates your profit margins, your return on investment, but you'll notice on the right-hand side here, there's something called Smart Rank, and it will automatically tell you which product is the best opportunity based on lots of different data points that it's analyzing in the background. Fantastic tool. It cuts out a lot of the work and really makes you a more powerful product selector when choosing products to sell. In addition to that, whilst searching competitors' listings and looking for those keywords is a perfectly valid way of going and finding those keywords. And it's how we had to do it, to be honest, a few years ago, because we didn't have these tools available to us. We've now built the perfect keyword tool. I call this the keyword wizard. You simply upload the products that you're looking at, and this tool will tell you exactly which keywords to use within your listing, in your title, in your bullets, and tell you exactly which keywords to use in your advertising and in your 100% cashback offers, in your rebate offers. This cuts out a lot of the mistakes because you know exactly where to go to find those sales, and that's the perfect keyword tool. And I did sort of allude to this earlier. We have also the Rapid Product Launcher, and you get access to this when becoming a member of ASM. So yes, you go out to Facebook and you can find friends and handle all those sort of rebates, giving them the money back, etc. Or you can take 30 seconds to put your listing into the Rapid Product Launcher, click submit, watch it over the first week or so, and the platform does everything for you. We have thousands of shoppers ready to receive your products and have been trained to go and search for your products and buy it and it just predictably works every single time and will get your product to show on page 1 of Amazon. And you get access to that as being an exclusive member of ASM. Now, if all of that wasn't enough, in addition to the tools, you then get access to the results coaching program. So you might be asking why I pay $30,000 plus a year for mentorship. I still personally pay that. I literally spent actually $55,000 just a couple of weeks ago to join a very similar high-level business program myself. And I do that because I want to be held accountable to my own success plan. I need to be following people that are ahead of me in their journey, that have been there and done it and have achieved everything I'm striving to achieve. This is why I hold myself accountable, and I still spend tens of thousands of dollars every single year in these business growth programs to help me find higher levels of success and achieve my personal goals in life. Now, the results program really is your sort of expert results coaching program. When you join the program, when you join ASM, you get assigned an expert results coach who will give you an onboarding call plus weekly check-ins to ensure that you know exactly what you're doing, ensure that you have complete clarity over the buttons you should be clicking, your plan that you're implementing. And ultimately, what the results coaching program is going to do is lead to bigger, faster, easier success than trying to go at this alone or just doing it in your own office. This real human interaction is going to help you move faster within that plan and make sure that you're implementing everything you need to be doing. So ASM really is your program for success. You get access to the online web class, the ASM Mentor access, the community access, over 35,000 people, like-minded, success-minded people on the same journey. Access to the private resource vault with over $10,000 worth of resources that you can implement in your business straight away, the best resources possible. Access to the Asm Software Suite. Honestly, it's an unfair advantage. If you don't have access to this, you're not going to compete with people that do. Access to the results coaching program to hold you accountable and make sure that you have that clarity. But really, what's at stake here? That's all the value of ASM, but what's at stake? 3 products selling 30 units per day, and I've shown you how easy it is to get there, is $1 million per year. But what if you only sold 10 a day of those 3 products? All you did was get to 10 products a day, 10 units a day of each of those 3 products. That's $6,000 to $7,000 in monthly profit, not revenue, profit. 3 products a day, selling 10 units a day at $30 each, times 25% as an average profit margin for 30 days is $6,750 in profit every single month. And that's just 3 products doing 10 units per day. Would $6,000 every single month, $6,000, give you more freedom? That's really the question you've got to answer. Would $6,000 every single month give you more freedom? Just like you can see here, in that single month period, $521,000. Or here, $16,000 in 30 days. Or Jamie Harris, this one's outstanding. Jamie last year, who in the month of June, was selling nothing to do with COVID. This wasn't a COVID affected product. I think it was a home and kitchen product. Was able to generate $1 million in a single month from selling on Amazon. You can see Jamie there celebrating with his daughter, with the balloons there, 1 and the M, from generating $1 million. And you can see people within our community liking that there and commenting on that. Or, I mean, these go on and on and on. You can see $50,000 here, $100,000 in 30 days. We have thousands of members generating this type of success. And all they did was watch a training like this, take action, join ASM, and implemented what we teach them. And a few months later, just 12 months later, they're starting to see success like this on Amazon. So the total value of ASM is not we're not pricing this at the value of it, which is essentially $20,000, $21,000. Typically, you can join ASM for a one-time investment of $4,997. And we do have payment plans available. If cash flow is a thing, we have payment plans available to make that accessible. And when you do join ASM for that one-time investment of $4,997, there is a 100% money-back guarantee, valid for 30 days. This means that you can enter the program, you can go into the community, look at the resource vault, play with the tools, start going through the training. And if for whatever reason, it's just not for you, you've got a whole month, a whole 4 weeks, 30 days to email support@amazing.com. No questions asked. We will go ahead and refund your investment into ASM. So really all you're doing today is just reserving your spot and then seeing what it looks like and seeing if it makes sense for you. But in addition to that, we wanted to go further than that. With everything that's going on in the world, we really want to support your success and do everything we can as a company to ensure that you're successful in this business, which is why we've released the 2021 Success Agreement. And you won't see anything else like this anywhere else in the world. In addition to the 30-day 100% money back guarantee, the 2021 Success Agreement makes this completely risk-free until December of 2021. A whole 11 months from now, you've got to build this business on us, and providing you meet the criteria, which I'm going to walk through here in a second, this becomes completely risk-free. So not only will we refund your ASM payments, whatever payments you've made to date, we will also buy back up to $5,000 in unsold inventory. We will buy back up to $5,000 in unsold inventory. Now, to do this, you must meet basic sort of requirements. You must have launched the product. You must have bought products. You must have implemented the training. And there's very specific criteria to meet this. But providing you follow the plan, you implement the system, we will buy back up to $5,000 in unsold inventory and give you a complete refund on your investment into ASM. But this offer expires this Thursday, February 18th at 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. So you've only got a few days to really make your mind up on this before this offer expires, and you no longer can access that 2021 Success Agreement or that 30-day 100% money back guarantee. But with that, that's not all. We're going further than that. You may be thinking we're crazy, but we're going further than that. The full value of ASM is $20,982. The public price of ASM, as I just stated, is $4,997, just shy of $5,000. But providing you join by the time that we close the doors on Thursday, the 18th, we're going to give you $1,000 off the price of ASM, meaning you can join ASM right now for $3,997. That's $1,000 off the price of ASM. And we also, again, have payment plans available on that. That's one payment for lifetime access of ASM, free updates for life, and access to the community and all of those resources for life when you join ASM here today. And for those of you that are asking about the payment plan, we have a two-pay option, which is two payments of $1,998.50. If you do the math on that, yes, it's still $1,000 off. So you'll make one payment today of $1,998, and then 30 days from now, you'll make a second payment of $1,998, which means you can get started in ASM, start building your business today for a single payment of $1,998.50, and then the second payment would be taken 30 days from now. You get that 30-day money back guarantee and the 2021 Success Agreement, which makes this completely risk-free, providing you implement the plan until December of this year. It's 11 months away from now. So this offer does expire, as I just said, Thursday, February 18th at 11:59 Pacific. So listen, what we've covered here today in the last literally 90 minutes or so, we've covered your blueprint to financial freedom in 2021. We've covered how to plan your roadmap, choose your first product, source it, launch it, scale your brand, and why you must act now, because now is the momentous time of e-commerce, all the money that's coming into Amazon, all the shopping that's happening online, plus we have these fantastic bonuses for you. The opportunity to join us and come into ASM and create your success is now. Now, we talk about freedom a lot. You'll hear people talk about like financial freedom, location freedom, but ultimately what that comes down to, and I think we've all learned this with what's happened in the last 18 months, freedom ultimately is the ability to choose. And one thing I love personally about this business model and all the success that I've been able to find with this business model, Mike, Rich, everyone, is we have that ability to choose what we do in life and where we go in life. And if you trust in ASM and if you join ASM and simply implement the steps that we teach, you can also have that same freedom with the ability